It's time now for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news on this Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening, July 19th, 2016. Good afternoon and evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins and I have 4 o'clock news on top story at 4 on this Tuesday afternoon going into Tuesday evening is the Turkish government on Tuesday escalated its wide-ranging crackdown against people it claims have ties to supporters of last week's attempted coup, firing tens of thousands of public employees across the country. Right, State President David Hopkins of Ohio announced Tuesday that the university has withdrawn from hosting the first presidential debate in September. Baton Rouge Police Chief called Dabari Jr. said on Monday that the attack that killed three law enforcement officers and wounded three others showed why militarized police tactics are needed. A crane that collapsed on the Tappan Zee Bridge about noon today has left travel shut down, and in both directions of the span, the closures are expected to be last at least into the evening commute. Concord. Charges are being brought against two law enforcement officers involved in the violent arrest of a driver up in Concord, New Hampshire. Sources claim that Megyn Kelly was legally corresponding in the mid-2000s when Ailes harassed her. Megyn Kelly has broken her out to the sexual harassment accusation against Fox News CEO Roger Ailes, but not publicly, biographer Gable Sherman reported. Berlin, SS has claimed responsibility for a brazen attack on a train in southern Germany late Monday evening when left 5 people wounded and 2 of them seriously. The man challenged in German government for the labor leadership is virtually unknown outside of Westminster, so who is Owen Smith? The Taiwanese actor Lian Dai in 2014 as he recently lost a leading role in a Chinese movie for an accusation that he supported Taiwan independence. More than 18,500 people have been detained and suspended and cut in deeply into the ranks of police, army, and judiciary in favor of reshaping the country. So, North Korea may have 1,000 ballistic missiles, and the defense system may not guarantee their interception of incoming missiles struggling in Seoul, critics said. So, the United Nations Human Rights Council has called on Pyongyang for exploitation of whereabouts about 14 South Korean nationals. Caracas, Venezuela. The Venezuelan president Maduro threatened to jail Kimberly-Clark executives by soliciting a Interpol red notice after the U.S.-based company shut down a plant. Ankara. 2 Turkish military pilots of the island of Russian Su-24 and bomber over Syria have been arrested in connection with a failed coup, Turkish officials said. Providence, Rhode Island. State Representative John M. Carnival, whose residence at 150 Barber Street is under review, asked the police district commander this week to take his car on Barber Street, according to the Public Safety Commissioner Stephen Parry. An officer has been shot at 22nd and Haskell in Kansas City, Kansas by 2:45 p.m. One person is in custody in place to detain another person. Hillary Clinton has a 76% chance to win the presidency. Owners of Chino Hills Powerball ticket claim share of $1.6 billion. Washington. President Obama announced plans to bring solar energy to 10 times more. American homes would focus on helping low and moderate-income households. Washington. President Obama posted an open letter to the U.S. law enforcement community to offer support amid a particularly bloody month for gun violence. Jacksonville, Florida. A former Bosnian prison guard and convicted war criminal pleaded guilty to fraudulently obtaining U.S. citizenship in the Florida court. Washington. President Obama administration had asked the U.S. Supreme Court to rehear the government's plan to protect millions of illegal immigrants from deportation. New York U.S. antitrust officials will file lawsuits to stop the 2 large health insurance deals that they've been scrutinizing for a year, Anthem Incorporated said. One fired back today the team of ex-managers who have recently left the company, calling them a lawsuit that failed to take over the company. That's right, Ford Motor Company said in its working with tequila producer Jose Cuervo to turn discarded agave plant fibers into parts for vehicles. The majority of the European markets that introduced a session in red, pulling back in from 3-week highs. The mood among the investors turned more cautious on Tuesday as investors begin to flock to safe havens like the Japanese yen. Hyderabad, India. Bell Helicopter and Tata Advanced Systems Limited have teamed to develop light utility reconnaissance helicopters in India. Crave Corp, Missouri. Monsanto rejected another merger offer from Bayer AG, signaling an open its proposal from another companies. Wellington, New Zealand. New Zealand's government announced Monday it would purchase a $346 million on naval tanker from Hyundai Heavy Industry to replace its current agent vessel. Washington. Conagra Food is expanding the voluntary recall of P.F. Chang's home menu brand products through the potential presence of small metal fragments and sugar used in the sauce. Take a look at the closing stocks in the closing stock market. The Dow up 12.60 points at 18,545.65. S&P 500 down 4.44 at 2162.45. And the Nasdaq down 20.92 at 5,034.86. The first half 2016 has one away temperature records kept up by a record hot June, once again bumping up the odds. The 2016 will be the record hottest year globally according to the data released Tuesday. Cave art reveals religious encounters between Europeans and Native Americans. NASA has unveiled a new exercise device that will be used by Orion crews to stay healthy on their mission to Mars. Buried deep in Novichok, Q2 results that this morning was a previously unknown, rejected by the FDA for its copycat version of an Imogen's blockbuster drug Dilista. Finally, fats aficionados officially have licensed to eat a lot of the stuff according to a new study if the fats are the healthy, unsaturated varieties. Japan, a vaccine against HIV will be trialed in South Africa. The last due to this, you have to meet in the criteria needed to prove it could help fight the epidemic in Africa. More American teens have diabetes or pre-diabetes and probably fought, and many don't know how the blood sugar disease. A new study finds. There are no Ronald Reagans in Cleveland this week. No Jack Hepthrive, and few neoconservatives eager to promote the spread of democracy. Even fewer serious players in the Republican foreign and defense policy establishment. Donald Trump's presidential campaign doesn't plan to fire anybody and take disciplinary action over the controversy surrounding Melania Trump's plagiarism and Michelle Obama. CNN went on Tuesday. Former Republican presidential candidate Ben Carson said he once rejected an offer from President Obama to serve as nation's top doctor. Donald Trump Jr.'s speech to the Republican convention Tuesday won't be the first time he's stuck for his father. Local news. A day after Bedbugs closed the Alberta's court building on Monday, court officers secured the main first floor courtroom Tuesday morning after women bonded while court was in session. The woman, described as middle-aged, was taken in out of the courthouse in an ambulance while janitors self-cleaned the area in the first floor where she has a competitive incident. The courtroom, which was full of people because the case continued from Monday as well from Tuesday's scheduled list, the case was clear about 20 minutes and then session returned. Court session on the second floor were not interrupted. On Monday, the courthouse on North Main Street was evacuated then closed after the defendant believed they had been infected with bedbugs and lice entered the courtroom for the scheduled arraignment. However, a 44-year-old city woman allegedly flushed motorists and bystanders, including women and 2 young children, while dancing in Veterans Memorial Park downtown. However, a Plymouth man has been accused of indecently touching a 26-year-old woman at the Wisconsin Experience Center in Mansfield over the weekend. However, Locust Valley Golf Course closed without warning Tuesday morning. Long-time golfers said they adopted a way of reopen. Matthew, Massachusetts, a 6-year-old boy has died after he was ejected from a mother's car during a 2-vehicle crash in Massachusetts. Matthew Police Chief Joseph Solomon said the boy was thrown from the car during a collision with a commercial van about 7:30 a.m. on Tuesday. Solomon says a preliminary investigation indicates the boy's mother ran a stop sign and was struck by the van. He said that the child was apparently run over by the van after he was ejected. Colgan, New Hampshire, 2 state troopers have been charged with simple assault and theft due to the beating of an apparently surrendered suspect caught on video after a car chase from Massachusetts to New Hampshire. Here, Channel News time, 4:07. Now it's 4:08 on this Tuesday afternoon going into Tuesday evening, and it is time now for a New England Intellectual Report. In Jewett City, Connecticut, a 24 Wedgewood Drive, a structure fire. Units on scene requested structure fire assignment. Heavy fire showed from the third floor of mutual aid companies en route. Pierre Channel News time, 4:08 on this Tuesday, and it's time now for a sports report. Tonight, the Boston Red Sox will square off against the South Dakota Giants. Game time, 7:10 p.m. at Fenway Park. Russian Sports Minister Vitaly Klitschko says he welcomes the International Olympic Committee's decision to open an investigation of allegations of Russian doping. Next week's PGA Championship at Buttersaw sadly marks the last of the major of the season in men's golf. Without question, there will be a shot sitting in toys will become a part of the golf floor. Tuesday afternoon, the Dodgers announced that they have placed Ryu back in the DL with an elbow inflammation and MRI. Showed no structural damage, just an inflammation. And the Pittsburgh Steelers among the favorites to win Super Bowl 51 according to Vegas Insider gave Pittsburgh 12-1 odds to hoist the Lombardi Trophy for a league-leading 7th time. Pierre Channel News time is now 4:09 on this Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. It's time now for a traffic and transit report. Let's start off on the MBTA where the Green Line defense appears to be mounted delays due to disabled train at Fenway. Red Line appears to be mounted delays tonight due to early Longfellow Bridge truck work. On the commuter rail, looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good. And now, take a look at highways and byways of New England. Highways and byways in New York City are slow go. 95 on the southbound side to the Greenwich Stretch. 95 northbound side, so from San to the Bridgeport. Merritt Parkway, stop and go from Norwalk all the way to Bridgeport. 95 on the northbound side. Little slow from West New Haven after New Haven, where it's congestion around Interstate 95, Interstate 91. 91 on the southbound side, congestion before 95 in New Haven. 95 on the northbound side, a little slow after 91 in New Haven. I-84 eastbound side, it is slow and stop from Route 8 for the Waterbury stretch. 91 on the southbound side, little slow on 691. 91 on the southbound side, it is stop and go from 291 to I-84 in Hartford. 91 on both ends, also after I-84 in Hartford, Connecticut. I-84 eastbound side, it is backed up around 91 in Hartford, Connecticut. Out in Rhode Island, 146 on the southbound side, it's backed up from 15 all the way to 95. 95 on the northbound side, it is backed up from Route 4 in Coventry out to downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side, it's backed up to protected stretch to Providence. 195 westbound side, so from St. Clark to downtown Providence. 610 connector, so from Route 6 to Route 95. 146 on the northbound side, Lowell around Route 99 in Lincoln Down. Route 4 on the northbound side, Lowell and Coventry stretch. 70 on the westbound side, Lowell around in the westerly stretch. 495 on the northbound side, it is backed up from Bay Street in Taunton all the way at the Route 13 in Taunton. 495 on the northbound side is backed up from 24 in Raynham all the way at the Route Bay Street in Taunton. 495 on the southbound side, also in Franklin to Route 1 out in Rentham. 495 on the southbound side, so from 20 all the way at the Mass Pike in the West Perth stretch. 95 on the southbound side, it is so from 120 in Canton to Route 1 in Sharon. 24 on the southbound side, also after 120 in Canton. Route 3 on the southbound side is backed up from the split all the way at the Route 18 and Derby Street in Hingham. Route 3 on both ends, also on the Braintree split, south of the Expressway. So from Boston Line to the Braintree, 93 both ends of Boston is backed up. Mass Pike, both ends also from South Boston all the way to Logan Airport. Mass Pike, westbound side it is, so from Austin Brad Tolls all the way to Weston. 93 on the northbound side is backed up from Zenkin Bridge all the way at the Wilmington. 120 on the southbound side is so from Route 3 in Burlington all the way at Route 9 in Wellesley. Then hit brakes again from 135 in Unum all the way out to Route 95 out in Canton. 120 on the northbound side. It is backed up from Braintree all the way to Route 95. 120 on the southbound side, also for the Salem-Beverly stretch. 93 on the northbound side. It is so for the long stretch. 495 on both ends, also at Route 3 out in Lowell. Route 3 on the northbound side for 62 in Burlington all the way up in the Billerica. 495 on the southbound side, it is so for the long stretch. 495 northbound side, also on the long stretch. 290 on the westbound side, also 190 to Route 9 in Worcester. 91 on the northbound side, also from 57 to 291 up in Springfield. 93 on the southbound side, also around the Concord Hampshire stretch. Spalding Turnpike on the northbound side, also around Portsmouth. 93 on the northbound side, also around Derry, New Hampshire. 90 on the westbound side, also from Stockbridge all the way at the New York line. I-89 on the southbound side, also the Burlington, New Hampshire stretch. Burlington, Vermont stretch. I-89, 91 and slow and up in Vermont after the Canadian border. Route 1 on the southbound side, also around 295 in Brunswick. 395 on the westbound side, also around Route 95 in Bangor, Maine. Peter Children's time, 4:13 on this Tuesday afternoon going into Tuesday evening, and it is time now for a weather report. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Well, how's this weather look like? Day 1 this afternoon and tonight. How's the weather not expected time? But day 2 for 7. Wednesday for Monday. Friday afternoon evening potential for some scattered severe thunderstorms on Friday afternoon evening, but a lot of uncertainty remains. Any severe thunderstorms are able to develop. The main risk will be damage to straight line, wind gusts, and a large hail. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Tonight, most clear skies about 54 degrees. Light north wind. For Wednesday, south sky 82 degrees. Light variable wind coming in the westbound 6 miles an hour in the afternoon. For Wednesday night, clear skies about 56 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Thursday, Sunday, most clear skies 88, about 67 degrees. Southwest about 3 to 8 miles an hour. For Friday, check the showers and thunderstorms up to 2 p.m. Punch your bog before 7 a.m. Mostly south sky about 90 degrees. Anticipation 30%. Friday night, check the showers and thunderstorms before 2 a.m. Mostly clouds got about 69 degrees. Anticipation 40%. Saturday, most sunny podcast going to 90, about 67 degrees. Sunday, most light sky, about 93 degrees. Sunday night, check the showers and thunderstorms. Podcast got about 69 degrees. Anticipation 30%. Monday, check the showers and thunderstorms. Parts of the most clouds coming 92, about 68 degrees. Anticipation 30%. And for Tuesday, check the showers and thunderstorms. Parts of the sky, 87 degrees. Currently here in not near, it's clear podcast, guys, and it's 79 with a humidity of 51%, and that is gonna be it for the Peter Channel 4 o'clock news, and it's July 19th, 2016 on a Tuesday evening. I'm here to say have a good evening. I'll see you at 11 o'clock for a late night sign-off report. Have a good evening.